So, greatest hits albums are really good for people who aren't true music fans.
Sure, that's one way to look at it.
Hi, my name is Frank. Welcome back to Channel 33 RPM, your channel for vinyl, gear, and more. I have a special guest here in at the Channel 33 RPM World Headquarters. Welcome, Mike.
From VinylStorage Solutions.
Mike from VinylStorage Solutions. We talk about Vinyl Storage Solutions a lot on this channel. Welcome, Mike.
Hi, Frank.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. Good. Today we're talking about greatest hits albums, and I'm giving Mike a hard time because I haven't met anyone who owns as many compilation albums as you do.
Yeah, and I was shocked actually when I ran through the database and sorted everything one day and went, oh my god, I got over 200 albums that technically are comps, but really when you break it down to greatest hits, I got about 160 something, and I think there's valid reasons to have greatest hits.
I was joking at the front, but that's sort of, I was half joking. That's sort of the age-old argument, right? Like if you're serious about these bands, if you're serious about these artists, you're going to buy their discography.
Sure.
And you're not going to really worry too much about the greatest hits. And greatest hits are for those people who are like casual fans.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it, but are you really going to go out and buy all 800 Beatle albums that are out there?
No.
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 So,
no. But I'm going to say something really controversial here. I'm not a Beatles fan.
Hey, you know what? Neither am I.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. You get crucified for saying these things.
I only own one Beatles album.
Okay. I own a couple, but they're greatest hits albums.
No, I only own one Beatles album.
You don't own any?
One.
Oh, you own one. Is it a greatest hits?
I only own one.
Oh, the one. Okay, okay. Image right here on the screen, so you know what we're talking about. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is I pulled out some examples of greatest hits albums from my collection, and you pulled out some of yours. Yeah. So maybe we can kind of do back and forth and talk about some of these records and why you want to show them.
Yeah. So sticking with my point, I'm not going to buy 8 albums to get some of the better songs to play.
Yeah.
But in reality, on some of the greatest hits, they put songs on that you can't get on other albums.
Kiss used to do that all the time. Even like on Kiss Double Platinum, they would remix some of the songs or give you like alternative versions of them.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is like I have a couple different Kiss comps. The platinum one, double platinum, and then there's another one. It's hits, trashes, something.
Smashes, thrashes, and hits.
Yeah, and I forgot to put that on my list. So that's 168 now.
Yeah. Those are examples where they put extras on them, right? Like on Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, they re-recorded, or they did a new version of Beth with Eric Carr singing Peter Criss's vocals.
Well, and what I try to do sometimes is collect releases from different countries.
Right.
So that same release from the UK actually has a different track listing.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 songs.
I had no idea.
Sort of like this Billy Idol album from the UK. It has greatest hits. It has a couple different songs on it versus the Canadian release.
So that's Billy Idol, Vital Idol.
You know, it's funny. It's staying with the European thing.
Yeah.
For a while, I don't know why, I kind of fell into this trap maybe, and I kept buying European greatest hits and getting them back to me. So, for example, obviously, my Judas Priest is from Europe.
Oh, okay, hold on here. Mine is from UK. So I love this compilation album. A lot of people didn't know this was even available on vinyl. Yeah. And I'm a big Priest fan, and I'm a completist, so I try to get everything they do. So I was after this one for the longest time. But it's a good career retrospective from 73 to 93.
What did you think of the audio?
You know, and that's the issue with this one, and the audio is not the best, and that's probably partly to do with the fact they've crammed like 20 songs per record or something on here, right? So it happens.
But talking about great audio, Supertramp's greatest hits from Russia.
Right.
And of course, most Supertramp records seem to be a premium recording.
Yeah. I've seen what is it, Breakfast in America? Is that what it is? They have the mobile fidelity and various things like that.
Yeah. So why do you want a greatest hits album?
Yeah.
I can't afford to buy 8 records.
Right.
On average, my math, the greatest hits typically equals about the cost of buying 4 individual albums to get the same songs.
So how do you mean? You're saying that...
Well, if you look at the Judas Priest is a bad example, but if I look at the Billy Idol greatest hits, I'd have to buy 4 albums to get the same songs that I want to play.
Okay, right, because,
Yeah.
So if you want, whatever, Dancing With Myself, you got to buy the...
White Wedding's on a different album and so on.
Loverboy.
Loverboy's greatest hits from Europe. Dancing Booger. That's the band cover, but it's a fabulous recording. You know what? I know it's Loverboy, but it's party songs, right?
I didn't realize how huge Loverboy actually were. I thought they were a Canadian thing, and they were big here, but I didn't realize they were that. I didn't realize everyone around the world is working for The Weeknd and fans of Mike Reno and company.
I lived in Germany, 1984, when I was in the military. The local bar, if it wasn't Bryan Adams playing all the time, it was Loverboy.
Really?
Yeah, it just never ended. It was funny.
Yeah, I had no idea how big those guys were.
Yeah. So you got a couple good reasons. One, save money buying greatest hits. 2, you got people over and you want to entertain them with vinyl. You don't want to be playing something that they're going to sit there and look at you like, what the hell is that song?
Right.
So what's a third valid reason? You said completing.
Well, I'm a completist, so I'll buy Kiss or Judas Priest or Black Sabbath greatest hits to complete the collection.
And I think the 4th biggest one is a lot of the songs that are on greatest hits vinyl records weren't released on vinyl.
Right. Yes. So I bought that Ozzy Osbourne. What was it called? Ozzy Osbourne Memoirs of a Madman, because there's a couple tracks in there that were not available or not readily available on vinyl.
Yeah, and when you search through a lot of these records, the value is sometimes it's the soundtrack of your youth.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, as a Canadian kid growing up, Chilliwack was one of those bands.
Yeah.
And there is one track on here that it was the release on the vinyl was so limited that you can't find it.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember which song it is, but I forget lots of stuff. You have to forgive me. I'm much older than Frank.
I said in a recent video, I'm old enough to be irrelevant. So what does that make you?
Dude. Some days I wonder. But when we look at the new greatest hits that are coming out, this is where things really start to shine. So here's an example. This is Huey Lewis collected. I know it's Huey Lewis, but I'm going to defend Huey Lewis.
Sure.
Happy, fun music.
Yes.
And you can put this greatest hits on, but there's songs on here you can't find, and then there's also the value of not having to buy 6 different albums
to get those songs. Right. Sure.
This is my new gatefold sleeve, actually. A little bit of harmless self-promotion.
Yes. Yeah, those are cool. I've never seen a gatefold sleeve like that before.
Yeah, this is a prototype, but I did the first release and it's sold out, so it'll be nice when I get up to speed on the production.
Oh, I'll show a couple of quick cool albums here. This is I'm almost cheating by calling this the greatest hits because it's 4 records. But this is one I think everyone should have. This is the Led Zeppelin Mothership box set. Yeah. And I mean, you can't, it's hard to summarize the best of Led Zeppelin even on 4 records, but this comes as close to that as possible, I think.
Yeah, and you know what I find is interesting about this comp is supposedly they're a reflection of each band member. That's what I read somewhere in the liner notes or online.
The 4 albums are?
Yeah, so the Plant copy is songs that he felt akin to, supposedly, and so on and so on.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
It is a good one, though. I recommend that for anyone.
How much did you pay for it?
You know what? I bought that, honestly, like a decade ago, so it wasn't a lot of money back then. I'll say $40.
Right. And I bought it 5 years ago. and it was $79.
Yeah.
You know how much it is now?
Ah, no.
Way north of 100.
Really?
We're talking Canadian dollars. So if you're American, it was $5.99.
Here's one too. Again, this is the Foo Fighters. To me, they're another band that really, I'm kind of outing myself because I started this video by saying, "Oh, you like greatest hits? You're not really a true music fan or a fan of that band." But a band like the Foo Fighters, in many respects, this is all you need.
You know what's funny? Is I actually have this same album.
Do you?
Yeah. I consider them America's Nickelback.
Yes. It's funny because I said that in a video once upon a time. I said, Foo Fighters are kind of like America's Nickelback. And you came in today not having seen that. You're like, Frank, so you got the Foo Fighters. They're kind of like the American version of Nickelback. Like, that's what I said. And I got in so much trouble from viewers who are like, you don't appreciate David Grohl. I do, but both those bands have a formula they have stuck to, and they've been very successful with their formulas.
Have you watched any of his series about visiting mothers of music?
No.
Oh, you have to watch the Rush one, Geddy Lee.
Okay.
His mother just passed, actually, not long ago.
Okay.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Anyways, and they visit. Dave's mother and him visits Geddy and his mother.
Okay. Oh, David Grohl brings his mom with him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, to Toronto, and of course they're in a big mansion and all this, but it's so amazing, that little segment of Geddy's life that, it's up close and personal.
Yeah, you don't see that stuff.
Yeah.
I think you showed a Russian album before. Here's a Rolling Stones greatest hits from Russia. And I ended up with a lot of Rolling Stones records for some reason, but I'm also a fan of all these old Russian records. To me, they're almost like time capsules.
You mean the other Beatles?
The other Beatles. I prefer the Stones to the Beatles. And again, I'm going to get thumbs down just for saying that. But,
but there's a problem, right? If you look at the Stones, how many albums and variations of their albums have been released?
Right.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
Upon hundreds? So, mono, stereo, and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Do you really want to go out? And some people do, and that's fine. That's your money. It's your preference, right? But for me, with about 700 to 800 records, I've made a hard, fast rule. I'm not going past that.
Mike, you're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. Come back in a year from now and you'll have 1,000.
No.
No?
No. You just reduced yours.
Yeah, then I increased it. I just bought the shelving unit, and I was running out of room. But yeah, it's totally a valid point, and I try to do that purge once in a while too. And I try to be reasonable with what I purchase nowadays.
So the big question is, how many of these records are influenced by your wife?
A small handful. There's definitely some that are. We talked about earlier. We pull out a Glass Tiger record, and Sherry's a big fan of Glass Tiger. Is that what you mean? Like which?
Sorry, who?
Glass Tiger?
Who are they?
You don't know Glass Tiger?
No, I just wanted to get you to explain.
They were a Canadian pop rock band of the early to mid 1980s, which are still around. We saw them playing with Corey Hart a couple of years ago. They were actually really good.
I think they had some Bryan Adams influence in there. Jim Valance?
Yes. Yeah. Was he writing for them too?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that,
Yeah.
What is that? No, that's not it.
You can make me pull a Glass Tiger?
Yeah, what's that song?
Don't You Forget About Me. Is that Glass Tiger?
No, that's not Glass Tiger.
No, it is Glass Tiger. It's the extended version of Don't Forget Me.
Don't Forget Me. Yeah, that's it.
Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else here? Anything else you want to show from your pile?
Well, I got this, and this one I'm very much enamored with. It's
great band and a great version.
Yeah, this was a European release again, and I bought this new sealed, and I won't tell you how much I paid for it.
How long ago did you buy it?
About 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like new stock, new stock, whatever.
The list price was originally $7.99.
I love the sticker on it. Show the camera what that sticker says.
The collector's edition.
Yeah. What does it say there?
Certified Collector's Edition, National Association of Vintage Recordings.
How do you certify that's a collector's edition?
I don't know.
Well, okay, I got one more, then I'll show you if we're in the vein of Black Sabbath. Here's another Black Sabbath compilation. It's a real oddball one. This is from the early 2000s. It's the best of Black Sabbath 4 LP set. but look what they're hyping here. 32 digitally remastered tracks, right?
Get a little sonic boom.
Yes, this was back when digital was still a big deal.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you mentioned the original, the trifecta of heavy metal, Zeppelin, Sabbath, and Deep Purple, right?
These are your sleeves too, I never noticed.
Yeah, the outer sleeves, yeah.
The 2 mil.
Yeah. So Deep Purple, I have a couple different, one of theirs greatest hits. I have the original greatest hits, was I Love the Best.
Yeah.
And I had it on cassette. Anybody remember those? And I had an 1887 Mustang GT. I was a young guy, and I used to play that at night. And it was so nice driving on the highway. You know, My Girl from Tokyo and Space Truck and all that. So I bought the new greatest hits release.
Yes.
But they remastered the songs.
Yeah.
I think they did it digitally. It
Yeah.
doesn't say. And I kind of disappointed in the quality of it.
Oh, really? It sounds...
So off. Hey, remember Turbo from Judas Priest? And you heard that the first time? Did you notice it was kind of strange?
Well, yeah, it was all digital.
Yeah.
And it had, I would say almost a crisper sound maybe, or more sterile sound.
It did sound
sure.
real to me.
Yeah.
It sounded like, I don't know, all, like a computerized kind of song.
But
right?
the time they're playing that up, right? It was like
Yeah.
this album is recorded on this new digital technology. It's
Yeah.
going to be released on compact disc. We're using guitar synthesizers. There's drum machines on there.
I can't remember. I know it's not the first one that was digitally recorded, but I think it's the first metal album that was digitally recorded.
Probably, yep.
Yeah.
Mike, thanks for dropping by the Channel 33 RPM headquarters. Dear 33ers, if you dug this video, I'd appreciate a quick thumbs up. And of course, you know Mike, VinylStorageSolutions.ca. Check out his website for some of the best inner and outer sleeves you are going to buy.
Can I get one little note in?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are great, and thank you for donating to my fund for the Wounded Warriors. We're over $2,000 donated, and remember, I match every dollar. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for your good work, Mike.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate you guys watching. Till next time, keep on spinning.